Hi students, today's flip is on some more irregular preterite stem verbs. So these verbs, similar to the U-step verbs, have a stem change and they have different endings in the preterite tense. So to connect to English, some English verbs completely alter their root forms in the past tense. So they don't take the standard D or ED ending. So for example, to bring in the present, in the past tense is he brought. We would not ever say he bringed. So that's the same concept when we're using stem changing preterite verbs. So in Spanish, some of these verbs do the same thing. Those verbs are decir, traer, querer, and venir. So all four verbs have irregular stems, but the verbs querer and venir take the same preterite endings as the U-step verbs. And so remember, those were a, iste, o, imos, istes, and ieron. And remember, there are not accents on any of those verbs. The stems are also irregular, so venir goes to vin, and querer goes to quis. So an example might be, ustedes vinieron de la biblioteca. The verb venir, an example might be the yo form, yo vine, so it looks a little bit different. The verb querer, an example would be yo quise. Now querer is a little bit different in the preterite. It has kind of a different meaning. It usually means tried instead of wanted. So for example, quisimos ver las ruinas, pero no pudimos. So we wanted to see the ruins, we tried, but we couldn't. Then we have the other two verbs, which are decir and traer. And these two verbs are going to end in J. The stems of these verbs will end in J. So they use the same preterite endings as above, so the a, iste, o, imos, istes, and hieron. But you're going to drop the I from the ellos, ellas, ustedes form because you already have a J there. So the stem of the verb decir is di, and traer is tra. And so instead of adding I-E-R-O-N, we just add E-R-O-N because we already have that J there. So the ellos, ellas, ustedes form in the preterite of decir would be dijeron. Traer, trajeron. What I want you to do below is conjugate the four verbs. Remember that they all have irregular stems and they also take irregular endings.